Hi, friends. This is part 2 of the reading lesson for 3rd grade. Yesterday, we started to read The True Jack, and we heard the opinions from the cow, the butcher, and the mother about Jack. Today, we are going to hear the opinions of the giantess and the giant. Please have your booklets open to page 22. You need a pencil and you need a highlighter. And if you have 2 different colored highlighters, that would be great. If not, you can just use the same color. Before we start reading the rest of the story, or the play rather, we learned that the cow, the butcher, and the mom have very different opinions of Jack, opinions or points of view. If we turn to page 26 and reread our summary, we know that the cow thinks that Jack is very selfish. The butcher thinks Jack is kind and smart. And the mom, and this is what you did on your own, the mom thinks Jack is impulsive, but a good boy. So today we're going to learn about 2 more characters in our play, and we will see what they have to say about Jack. When you're ready, we will start on page 27.
Giantess, you were the first person to meet Jack when he climbed up the beanstalk. Is that right? I was outside the castle taking a break from cooking. My husband eats a lot. I was resting my eyes for a spell. When I opened them, there was Jack. He looked tired and hungry. Jack asked you for food? He did. Those were the first words out of his mouth. No hello or how are you. Being kind, I asked him in. And then what happened? Jack sat at the table and ate. He may be little, but the boy can eat big time. Then my husband came home. Not good timing. Terrible! My husband hates boys. Actually, he likes them as a snack. I hid Jack and told my husband to chow down. Then he counted his gold, which he does every Friday like clockwork. Jack took the gold. Stole is the word. My husband fell asleep. Then, before I could say boo, Jack stole the gold. He is a greedy boy.
All right, so the giantess had some things to say about Jack now, didn't she? All right, so she said she met Jack when he climbed up the beanstalk and he looked tired and hungry. And instead of saying hello or how are you, he just said he was hungry. He asked her for food. So let's go ahead and highlight no hello or how are you? Okay. And then we learn that the giant goes to count his gold. And what happened to the gold? Jack stole it, right? So at the very bottom of page 27, we'll say stole is the word. Jack stole the gold. He is a greedy boy. Oh, man. All right, let's keep reading.
Jack came back to the castle, right? That time he stole my husband's hen. The hen that lays golden eggs. He snuck into the castle again and stole the golden harp. Jack is the greediest boy I know.
Yikes. So Jack keeps stealing things. And what does the giantess say about Jack? Jack is the greediest boy I know. Yikes. Okay, now we're going to meet the giant. What do you think the giant has to say about Jack?
Greedy? Well, let's see what others have to say about Jack. Make room, please, for Mr. Giant. Coming through! Ouch! You need to make the ceilings higher here. Now, Giant, what is your point of view about Jack? I have a big point of view about that boy. After all, I am a giant. I have the biggest point of view. You're big, and you have a big point of view. Tell us what it is, please. I think Jack is small. He is smaller than other boys I've met. However, he is the biggest thief. My son is a good boy. He is a big thief. Jack stole my gold, my hen, and my harp.
All right, so the giant, not very happy with Jack. He calls him a big thief. And he has a reason to do that. He stole his gold, he stole his hen, he stole his harp. But what does his mother say? His mother says he is a good boy. If you have the color that you highlighted for the mother, mine was green. Let's go ahead and highlight, my son is a good boy. That's definitely her point of view, right? All right, now let's go back to the giant.
Jack came back to the castle, right?
Whoops, sorry, friends.
How did you get the gold, the hen, and the harp? He stole them from Jack's father. We're talking about Jack, not me. Jack is the thief. So you think Jack is a thief? What else do you have to say about him? Jack is mean. He is meaner than an angry snake. He is the meanest lad in the land. Jack is a thief, but how is he mean? He chopped the beanstalk down while I was on it. I'm lucky I didn't die. We all thought you did die. You thought wrong. I got a broken leg, and the town got a hole in the ground that is now a fish pond. But I'm alive, no thanks to that mean thief Jack.
All right, so the mother tries to kind of tell the giant that he's also a thief because he stole the gold and the hen and the harp from Jack's father. But the giant ignores that part, right? He says, we're not talking about me, we're talking about Jack. Jack is a thief. And then he says, Jack is mean. He's meaner than an angry snake. He is the meanest lad, which means young boy, in all the land. Now, why does he think he's mean? If you read right here, it says he chopped down the beanstalk while I was on it. Yikes, that does sound pretty mean. Okay, let's see what final words the host has to say.
Thank you, Giant, for that point of view. What is your point of view about Jack? Is he lucky, a good boy, mean, greedy? Is he impulsive, kind and smart, selfish, or is he something else entirely? You decide.
All right, so we learned so many different points of view of Jack. We learned the point of view from the cow, the butcher, the mother, the giantess, and the giant. And they all have very clearly different opinions about Jack, different points of view. Okay, what we're going to do now is we are going to write a summary like we did on the other page. So go ahead and put your highlighter down and let's get our pencils ready. We're going to write our summary on page 28. We're going to start by writing the word summary and a colon. And we will start by saying the host asks two more characters about their point of view on Jack. We'll start with the giantess. The giantess, remember, if you need to pause the video at any time, you may do so. Thinks Jack is a very greedy boy. Now, you are going to finish this sentence. The giant thinks Jack is what? The giant thought he was two things. So go back, on mine it's purple, but go back and look at those highlights. And what did the giant think. If you are in Mrs. Peterson's class, you will read me your entire summary on Canvas. If you are in Mrs. Smith's class, you may or may not do this. So go ahead, finish. What does the giant think of Jack? What is his point of view? I'll give you a hint. There are two things that he says over and over about Jack. All right, that is it for today's lesson. Great job today. We'll see you later, friends.